A shocking crime happened close to your name, and someone is trying to link you to it without your knowledge. Archangel Michael says, "What's unfolding around you is not a coincidence. This is not just a ripple in your surroundings. It is a storm whose center has your name etched in whispers. Without your permission, without your awareness, someone has pushed your identity into a dark narrative. A crime has occurred, unexpected, chilling, and all too close to where your name rests in peace. At first, it felt like background noise, something happening out there, far from your world. But the shadows have begun to turn inward, reaching for you, twisting the truth around your identity. There are papers being shuffled. There are lips moving in secrecy. Someone is pushing your name into a box it doesn't belong in. A person with access to sensitive information has begun crafting a version of events where your name is involved. Not because you're guilty, but because they need someone who looks clean enough to distract attention. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven has been alerted, and the angels are now circling closer." What started as a mere misplacement of details is now being escalated into dangerous terrain. The moment your name was scribbled into this mess, a chain of spiritual shields snapped into motion. This is not only about evidence. This is about manipulation. Someone is trying to mold public perception before you even know a whisper escaped. Type Amen to get blessing 493. A false timeline is being drafted, one that puts you in places you never were. A phone number, a photograph, or even a message sent at an odd hour is now being twisted into false proof. But the divine is watching, and the truth has eyes wider than any camera lens. The individual who triggered this wave once smiled at you. They had casual conversations, pretended to wish you well. Yet beneath their tone was the crackle of strategy, a deep, rooted plan being set in silence. This person is emotionally detached. They see you not as a human, but a chess piece. You are the pawn that must be sacrificed so they can walk free. They have already whispered your name to 2 others. They spoke with a tone of concern, as if they were only trying to help the investigation. But behind their performance was fear. They are hiding something much larger. A shocking discovery was made near where you were last seen publicly. Someone took that coincidence and decided to magnify it. They created digital proof, sent anonymous messages, and now a storm is forming with your name at the edge. Type Amen to get blessing 661. The location of the crime is no longer important. It's your connection to it that is being exaggerated. This connection was engineered, not discovered. They want others to believe you were involved so they can disappear behind your good name. There is a woman who is very persuasive, calm in her words but dangerous in intent. She is part of a group that once had nothing to do with you. Now, they talk in closed circles, passing your name like a secret recipe for distraction. This woman used to work in systems, files, data, coordination. She accessed something with your name, maybe through association or a shared network. And now, that data has been turned into bait. You not losing your mind. The feeling of being watched? It's real. People who never cared now glance at you with puzzled eyes, unsure of what they heard. Your silence is being used against you. Every moment you don't speak up, they script something louder. But you've done nothing wrong, so their story depends on illusion, not reality. Type Amen to get blessing 804. There is a strange man involved now. He was never supposed to enter the picture. But due to a series of conversations, someone pulled him into the narrative, and he believes what he's been told. He's gone to authorities with concerns. He doesn't know you, but he was given just enough misinformation to assume the worst. The people linking you to this crime are acting fast because they know the real evidence is thinning. They are panicking now, speeding up the false tale, hoping that if they move fast enough, you won't have time to defend yourself. But your angels are not asleep, and this storm will face divine lightning. Archangel Michael says, even in silence, your truth vibrates through realms. You were chosen to go through this not because of guilt, but because of your spiritual armor. Those who tried to attach darkness to you are now being watched from above with intense scrutiny. Type Amen to get blessing 910. The darkness that surrounds this incident has a scent. It smells of betrayal, paper trails, and hushed voices in basements. You were not meant to be touched by it, but someone tried to use your name as a shield for their own sins. They believed you wouldn't notice, that the chaos would drown your senses, but your spirit has awakened. You can feel the misalignment. Every fiber of your being is vibrating with warning. An envelope exists, sealed, coded, and hidden. It contains altered information, and your name is inside. This envelope has been passed around like a secret weapon in the hands of liars. One particular man, dressed sharply, speaks clearly, but his soul is full of shadows, is at the center of this twist. He is the puppeteer behind many strings. And now, his fingers tremble, because he didn't expect you to become aware this quickly. Type Amen to get blessing 1002 at 3:33 a.m. Recently, something spiritual happened. You may have felt a shift in the air, or woken from a dream that made no sense. That was the moment your spirit guides were warned of the danger being brewed against your name. Since that moment, someone has tried to delete digital traces, clear call logs, remove messages. But nothing truly vanishes. Heaven keeps records more detailed than any earthly archive. Someone pretended to be you, used your name to reach out to someone involved. They tried to play both sides. But their voice wasn't yours, and their intention carried venom. This entire plot is built on illusion. But they underestimated your ability to see through fog. They didn't know your spiritual light could illuminate shadows this deep. A building, somewhere on the east side, holds a security tape they didn't account for. That tape clears your name. It's been copied once, and the copy was sent to someone who's about to speak. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. That person is afraid. But they can no longer carry this burden. Their conscience has awakened, and they will soon reveal the lie. Until then, you will feel a strange pull in your chest. A tension that comes and goes. It is your energy field reacting to manipulation in your name. Every time your name is spoken with deceit, the vibration hits your soul. That's why you feel tired for no reason, suddenly anxious without explanation. They've been using your name like a rope, tying it to a lie. But what's about to happen will silence all rumors. A dramatic unveiling is nearing. A voice in court or media will crack the mask wide open. Archangel Michael says, stand firm. You were not born to be sacrificed for another's sin. Those who try to harm the innocent always end up exposed. Type Amen to get blessing 1220. The moment is near, when the real criminal will panic. They'll make a sudden move, reach out to someone they trust, and that person will record it. The message will leak, and it will clear your name permanently. They tried to use your goodness against you. They thought being quiet made you weak. But now, they are about to learn that silence isn't weakness, it's strategy. You are the thunder in disguise. You are the storm they never predicted. Your innocence will not only survive, it will rise in glory. Stay centered. Your name is not theirs to toy with. What is written in truth cannot be rewritten in lies. This message is your warning and your weapon. Your guides have awakened. Your armor is lit. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 1444. They never imagined that your silence was not ignorance, it was divine timing. Now, the hourglass has flipped, and their time is running out. The truth will echo louder than any accusation ever whispered. There's a coded document sitting inside a laptop that once belonged to the real suspect. It contains deleted messages, shady transfers, and a partial list of people they manipulated. Your name is only there because someone purposely planted it. A payment was made using a name eerily similar to yours. That transaction is now being reviewed by someone neutral. And when it is analyzed closely, it will reveal forgery, not fact. The pressure is building inside those who wove the falsehood. They are starting to slip, panic, and show signs of weakness. They are contradicting their own statements, and someone close to them is noticing. A relative of theirs, someone quiet and reserved, knows the truth. This person has kept their distance so far, but not anymore. Soon, they will break their silence and the cracks will spread. Type Amen to get blessing 1662. In the next few days, unexpected things will start happening. A call from someone you haven't spoken to in a long time may suddenly change everything. A document may resurface, one that was previously thought lost. This is not coincidence, it's divine orchestration. Pieces are moving for you, not against you. You are protected by forces seen and unseen. The very person who tried to bury your name under lies is now being watched. They suspect their plan is falling apart. So they are scrambling to point more fingers, hoping to confuse the truth. But their panic is the loudest confession of all. Even those they manipulated are beginning to sense their guilt. Whispers are turning into doubt, and doubt into confrontation. One member of their circle has secretly taken screenshots. They were asked to delete them, but they didn't. Those screenshots are your shield. Type Amen to get blessing 1770. You may notice strange glances from people soon. Some will look confused, others distant, and some unusually nervous. That's because the web of falsehood is starting to entangle them too. Someone spoke your name in a room filled with investigators. They hoped to shift the spotlight. But what they didn't expect was a second voice saying, "That doesn't make sense." That voice, soft but firm, will soon become your ally. They have no personal ties to you, but their spirit recognizes injustice. They will ask for clarity, and in doing so, unlock a new path toward truth. You must remain grounded, alert, but calm. Do not let their chaos pull you into fear. Your calmness will be your advantage. Keep a close eye on every sudden message, every strange offer, every visit that feels off. They are still trying to bait you, draw you into saying something that fits their narrative. But stay still like the eye of the storm. Truth is on your side. Type Amen to get blessing 1833. A strange twist will unfold involving a friend from long ago. This person will reach out, and their words will seem unrelated. But listen carefully, they are unknowingly carrying a clue. The original plot against you was decided during a late-night meeting. They met in a dim room, behind locked doors, with documents on the table. They had everything, except the permission of the heavens. That night, your guardian spirit stood in their way. They were warned in dreams, visited by symbols, made restless. But they ignored it, and now they must face the consequences. You were never meant to know about this. But destiny has a way of turning shadows into torches. Now, the light is coming from you, and they can't handle it. Your truth is unshakable. Their lies are unraveling. And the divine timeline is now favoring your vindication. Type Amen to get blessing 1999. Someone is preparing to run. They're planning to flee the country, or disappear digitally. That's because they know the house of cards is collapsing. But running won't save them, because the truth is already chasing them down. And the light of your innocence is now exposing every corner they tried to hide in. What they didn't account for was the spiritual backup protecting you. What they underestimated was how much light your soul carries. What they're about to realize is that heaven doesn't let the righteous fall to slander. Archangel Michael says, your protection is not just symbolic. It's alive. It's fierce. It's surrounding you now. Every moment you were unaware, your angels were gathering evidence in the unseen. Soon, there will be a knock, an email, a headline, or a post. And it will carry one powerful message: you are free of this lie. Not just in paper, but in energy, in public view, and in divine truth. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. Let them twist. Let them panic. Let them crumble. Because what was meant to destroy you is now the stage for your rise. You are not just surviving this, you are ascending because of it. Those who once whispered in the dark will now sit in silence. Their voices will dry up, because justice, backed by divine power, is louder than any gossip. You are about to walk into a space where your name holds more power than before. Not because of pity, but because you endured the fire without letting it burn your soul. You are chosen, even in the fire. You were never meant to suffer this alone. And now, you never will. Because the angels have surrounded your name with a shield no one can break again. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 2444. The world is shifting in your favor now. The narrative they built like a house of glass is finally cracking. One by one, the layers of lies are falling apart. A person with high-level access just pulled a file with your name on it. But something didn't add up. It was tampered with. Now, that same person is quietly asking questions and digging deeper. That's the beginning of their unraveling. Because once the truth is touched by justice, it moves fast. The divine force behind you has caused the right eyes to look at the right time. Soon, your name will be spoken with respect, not as a suspect, but as a survivor of spiritual sabotage. You're not just being cleared, you're being crowned by fate. Type Amen to get blessing 2611. The liar among them will break first. They will make a mistake, say something out of line, contradict a past statement. That's when the dominoes will fall. This person, who once played confident and clever, will feel their power slipping. Their words will lose weight, their face will lose trust, and their circle will shrink. Because no lie can survive in the presence of awakened truth. Someone close to them will finally say, enough. They'll no longer cover for them. That's the beginning of your public redemption. A new version of the story is about to surface. One where you are not the accused but the target. And suddenly, people will begin apologizing, not in words, but in actions. Type Amen to get blessing 2777. You will see people who once avoided your gaze now watch you in awe. They'll wonder how you survived the storm with so much dignity, but they will never know how hard you fought in silence. There is also one quiet soul, someone who always suspected something was wrong. This person never spoke, but they observed everything. And now, they are coming forward with truth that will completely shatter the lies. Expect a meeting soon. A confidential conversation where a truth will be revealed quietly. That moment will confirm that your instincts were always right. You are not paranoid. You were being targeted. But now the wheel has turned, and you are no longer the hunted. You are the truth bearer. Type Amen to get blessing 2888. A file hidden in a forgotten drawer will resurface. It will carry a signature that clears your name completely. This document will be your key to walking away, not just free, but transformed. In the weeks that follow, new doors will open. You'll receive unexpected messages, new allies, offers of support. Not everyone is against you. Some were just waiting for the truth. You are about to be vindicated on a level that goes beyond explanation. Even those who silently doubted you will feel ashamed. Because you never needed to scream, your truth did all the talking. Archangel Michael says, your silence held the power of heavens. Your dignity confused them. Now your rise will silence them forever. Type Amen to get blessing 3003. The next chapter of your life won't be defined by what they tried to pin on you. It will be defined by what you overcame. This wasn't a punishment. It was preparation for your elevation. Don't be surprised if they try to reconnect with kind words. They'll pretend nothing happened. But you'll know. You'll remember. Keep your distance from anyone who once doubted your soul. Let them watch your glow from afar. Your path is no longer shared with those who betrayed you. The storm they started ended up watering your roots. Now, your branches will stretch toward divine success. You'll grow taller, brighter, unshakable. Type Amen to get blessing 3121. This isn't just the end of a false accusation. This is the rebirth of your name. A sacred reset from the universe. You will soon feel lighter. Your sleep will be deeper. Your spirit will no longer be burdened by unseen lies. Energy will flow back into your body. Opportunities will come as if pulled by gravity. And everything you lost in confusion will return stronger. Be ready to receive. You have passed through the fire. And now you wear the armor of clarity, protection, and divine justice. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. The person who tried to destroy your reputation is now living with fear. They hear your name and flinch because they know what's coming. Justice doesn't always knock. It sometimes storms through the door. Their plan wasn't just flawed, it was cursed the moment your name was dragged into it. Now, each piece of false evidence is turning into a glowing sign of their deception. The more they try to cover it up, the deeper their lies entangle them. What they don't know is that your name is already being cleared in hidden places. A decision has already been made in a higher realm. The divine gavel has struck. You are not guilty. Someone who once stayed neutral is about to make a bold move. They've seen enough, and their conscience won't let them sleep. That person is stepping forward, holding the truth you've been waiting for. Type Amen to get blessing 3411. This new witness holds the key to turning everything around. They have no personal gain in coming forward, but they will. And when they speak, everything will shift in your favor. The person who tried to frame you will beg for forgiveness, but not because they're sorry. They will do it because they've been exposed. Their hands, once so confident, are now shaking behind closed doors. But this is not your burden to carry anymore. You've done enough. You've endured enough. Now, the divine justice will handle the rest. You will begin to feel a release soon. An emotional weight, one you didn't know you were holding, will suddenly vanish. That is the moment your soul recognizes its freedom. Type Amen to get blessing 3555. This experience will teach others something powerful about you. They will know that your name is not to be played with. Your presence is protected by forces they cannot understand. A stranger will soon say something kind to you without knowing your story. That's a sign that the energy has changed. You are walking in divine light now. No lie can survive where truth is fully awake. And you, chosen one, are now fully awake. No one will ever drag your spirit through this darkness again. Your strength in silence has become legendary. Even those who tried to shame you are now intimidated by your rise. Because you didn't fight back with noise, you let truth be your voice. Type Amen to get blessing 3666. This final stage is not about revenge. It's about renewal. It's about becoming who you were always meant to be, without distortion. They tried to use you as a shield, but now their own shadows are chasing them. Your path is clear. You will never walk in suspicion again. Expect your name to be restored in unexpected places, professional settings, community spaces, even conversations you'll never hear. The words around your identity are being rewritten in gold. A new season is here. One that has no trace of the false narrative. Only blessings, growth, and elevation. Type Amen to get blessing 3777. You have been carried through the fire by unseen hands. You have walked through trials not meant for you, and still stood tall. Now, the gates of restoration are opening. You may feel waves of emotion, let them flow. Tears of freedom, not fear. This is your soul releasing the weight of injustice. You will soon hear someone say they were wrong about you. Don't gloat, just smile. Because you always knew the truth. Let your name rise again, untouched, unharmed, and unbreakable. Let the false witnesses fall into their own nets. Your soul is now untouchable. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 4000.